Hi, I'm Jay, and this right here is a 3KB legend, Tim. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
No problem, man.
First things first, you'll notice over here, there's no poster, and that's because this lucky son of a bitch, he won that poster. He's one of our top tier Patreon supporters, so thank you for that, man. It means a lot to us. Like, seriously, the show would not, I literally wouldn't be eating food without people like you. So thank you so much. First things first, we're going to mention some of our sort of runner-ups, honorable mentions of games that we want remade, and then we each have one major game that impacted us in certain ways when we were much younger. At the end of the video, I kind of want to know what you guys think. So let's get into the honorable mentions right away. So I'll go first here. Honorable mentions for me, I always wanted Naughty Dog to remake Jak and Daxter, but holy shit, I was at this Q&A with Neil Druckmann, or whatever his name is. He's the co-owner of Naughty Dog now, or creative lead. Mm-hmm. And he put Jak and Daxter on the screen, and I was like, oh my god, he's going to tell us they're remaking it. And he was like, this is what Jak and Daxter would have looked like. And he showed stills and everything, and then he's like, but at the end of the day, we decided, do we want to go with something that's going to make us money or something we want to make? And he's like, we went with Last of Us. And I was like, they both looked amazing. Like, it looked like a human and a little fox character. And it would have been so incredible. Pisses me off. Neil, you son of a bitch. What do you got?
Star Wars Rogue Squadron. All three of the games should be put together in one. Of course, the first one is on the 64, so that needs to be even more improved for the HD graphics.
Totally. That required the expansion pack, didn't it? I think if you it didn't require it, but if you put it in, it ran better. I remember being a kid and they used to rent it together. Mm-hmm. But that's a good game to bring up because that was like influence was Star Fox, obviously, and at the time that game blew my mind, especially on GameCube. Graphically, it was like hands down the best looking GameCube games at the time. Sonic the Hedgehog. I always wanted them to do a full HD remake of the original Sonic the Hedgehog, but not cartoon style. I want like photorealistic, and I want him to look like a real character. Like, I know that sounds crazy and we'd have to change the way Sonic looks totally, but Sonic Boom is one thing coming out for Wii U, and I'm really excited about that. But good. Yeah, it looks really good. But this is like, I want a real little hedgehog running. That would be so interesting, man. Like, gold coins are realistic. Everything's like, like Tails pops in and he's like a squirrel.
Another one, Shadows of the Empire.
Oh yes,
that one. Another Star Wars game. Top notch.
You love Star Wars games, eh?
I love Star Wars.
Are you excited about the movies?
Sort of.
It's hard to be excited, right?
Change the director. Like, yeah. But anyway, go on.
It's hard to be excited about the new movies, but I'm kind of excited. Yeah. That Star Wars game as well, that was like opening up a whole world, because at the time I didn't read, and I didn't want to read the novels. Yeah. I was like, what is this bullshit novel? I don't have time for this shit. Yeah. I'll just play the video game. And it was like, holy shit, this happened in Star Wars? So again, that would be amazing to remake, because it would show all these kids now that are about to watch Episode 7, like, oh, there's other stories and books, and it actually help sell that shit. Mm-hmm. Who knows if they'll do it.
Another one, it was not a good game, but I would love to see it graphically upgraded. Wu-Tang's Shonen style.
It was a crappy fighting game, right? It was a
crappy fighting game, but it was just with Wu-Tang, and I'm a fan of Wu-Tang.
It was like, it was like they threw their name on the license of stuff. And you were mentioning earlier to me, wasn't that like a canceled game, and then Wu-Tang came in and was like, no, we'll use it. Yeah,
the original game, I think, was a game called Thrill Kill, and that game got canceled, so then Wu-Tang swooped in, or Activision, they swooped in and grabbed it, and Wu-Tang threw their name on it, and their likeness and stuff.
That's a cool story to know. Like, I always want to learn about those, like, old school...
I'm not 100% on that, but,
who knows? Whatever, I don't know. I don't know shit about shit. I'll let you go first. Mm-hmm. And this is actually a cool choice, because I would have never thought about this. Mm-hmm. So, go ahead, sir.
Well, my game is Def Jam Fight for New York, and Takeover, the PSP version. They should HD them up, put them both together. Oh, it'd be friggin' amazing. But the fact is that so much licensing issues, like music-wise and all like the character likenesses, it would never be happen. Plus, it's an EA game, so
exactly. But yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Nope.
EA is not gonna fucking step up and
Nope.
be like, okay. But I do understand, like, why? Well, why? Because the couch multiplayer and the times you had.
Oh, multiplayer, like even the story was pretty awesome. Like back in the day, me and my buddy, I used to be a huge Sean Paul fan, and my buddy was a huge Elephant fan. They're both reggae artists, if you don't know who they are. But they were both in the game, so me and him used to always battle back and forth with these two characters, and it was like the most greatest time I ever had in my life. And I miss those days, right? So if they, even if they did bring it back, I'll be happy as hell. Like, fuck all the other games. Pick that, put that right there. That's all I need.
That's all you overplay.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you have that passion for that, because like for me personally, I really relate to Link to the Past, so that's my main choice. I was telling you earlier, like in Link to the Past, it was bird's eye view, and you got to see the world from sort of like almost like your god. And I really wanted to always be more intimate with the setting, and it was difficult because at the time systems couldn't handle that. What do you guys think? There's got to be a game out there that you love that maybe somebody else next to you does not agree with. Like, why are they going to remake that? And there's probably different reasons why. So for you, mostly it's because it would be interesting to see the new hip-hop artists in that, like Drake and whoever the hell you like.
Screw Drake.
Yeah, and then like fighting each other and all that stuff. And I understand that totally.
Yeah.
And for me, definitely just to see that from a different perspective. I think honestly it would open it up and bring back those memories of like exploring and shit, because we probably both dropped 50 hours into that game easily. What do you guys think? What's a remake you want to see? I'd like to thank you once again, man, for coming on to the show.
Dude.
Thanks for stealing that poster over there.
Oh, it's mine.
And I want to thank you once again for actually supporting us on Patreon.
No problem.
If you don't know what that is, I'll give you a quick rundown. Basically, there's different perks. I changed the actual pricing to everything, and if you want to support the show, link in the underbar to our Patreon page. It shows you exactly what you'll get. It's like Kickstarter, but it goes every month, and it helps support the show. So this gentleman here is like top tier. Thanks, man. And we'll be giving another poster away, which you might even win, maybe. I don't know. Because there's not that many people doing it, but somebody's going to win it. So
Come on, more people.
Yeah, more people
Pass it
support
around.
the show.
Spread
Because
the love.
I have to say, honestly, without people like you, I would not be eating food and doing this show. Because I tried to do this full time, but at times I have to like sell lots of shit to keep the show going. So seriously, thank you so much.
Bro.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. Again, let us know underneath.
Comment.